Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So Sagittarius, I'm going to start with, actually I'm going to use both from the same name, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck and the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Tarot deck. And we're going to pull out, cards and see what story unfolds for you. There is an extended at the end of this reading. If this reading resonates for you and you are drawn to the extended, the link is at the top of the description in this video. So before I actually get started, I want to let you know that this is my second, take two of doing this reading. And I want to describe it as take two because I've said that before, and I try to be completely honest with you guys in my process of doing these readings, these videos, that it doesn't always go right the first time. And then sometimes I'll get people saying, well, why don't you release it anyways? And it's because I think I'm only meant to receive the energy as a message and then find the right vehicle to communicate to you. So what happened was I was using different decks, and basically the message I was getting was this ferocity again that's been coming through my channel a little bit, like fierceness. And I had described at the beginning of that video, once this came out too, that it didn't surprise me because I've sort of been seeing this reflection of, like literally you could say yin and yang in terms of left and right, like north and south energies, where I'll be reading and the group that I'm reading for, there's some sort of intensity or injustice or something. And then the other group that I read for is just like calm, cool, everything's okay. It's like one or the other. So with the energies I was getting from your reading, it was so intense. It was actually hard to unpack without it taking me away in the reading to the point where I couldn't stay intelligent into it, like to be able to communicate to you. I really, what I was seeing was you were sort of like frozen on the outside, like not showing any of your emotions that are going on internally, because there's a lot, like a massive amount of emotion that I felt in that reading that was going on internally. And it was, I would describe it like you had a soft gooey center and you were trying to protect it with a shell of frozen ice on the outside. And this intensity that you had was almost to the point where it's going to kind of melt the soft gooey inside of you. And it just, the reading just wasn't going. So I wanted to share that with you to know that that's what I was getting. If that applies to you, maybe that's just for one person and they really need to kind of hear that. And it felt like it was outside sources though that were kind of affecting you. Oh, actually, you know what? That's interesting that I would say that. Well, it was that in the reading. But now thinking back to the Scorpio reading I did earlier in the day, there was a lot of outside sources trying to affect them. So, you know, might find that interesting. All right. Sagittarius. A card for Sagittarius. Energy for Sagittarius right now. Right now. The energy for Sagittarius. Energy cycle for Sagittarius. Energy cycle for Sagittarius. The Dragonfly. Ooh, that's really funny. I'm going from, I think I know why. Someone shared a video with me about the life cycle of the Dragonfly, which I knew, but it was not something I thought deeply about for a little while. Going from like a deep, dark predator to slightly more enlightened. I want to feel that. The life cycle of the Dragonfly. You're starting to see something clearly. Are you? Wait a second. I still feel like this is the shield. See, it doesn't matter. The message still comes out. I just needed a different way to unpack it because both these decks I find they're more gentle, at least with the message. This is the shield. You still have the shield and you're not showing everything about yourself right now. There's something that you need to protect internally, or something that's near and dear to your heart externally. Watching a cobra. Okay, wow. This is a really interesting message. Okay, this is the underline. With the fish, this fish in particular for me, it's about cycle changes. It does have a very Piscean energy to it. But what I get with this is it's about, you know, you've been in a pond for a certain amount of time. It's a carp. And we always think about carps. They grow to the size of the pond. If you want to keep growing, you got to go into a bigger pond. So I feel like you are getting ready to make some sort of a leap here. But it feels like you're being real closely watched. Really closely watched. Someone is watching you intensely about some sort of growth that you're doing or going through, or some sort of new journey that you would like to take on for yourself, which now explains to me why you're not showing everything. You're not letting everything be clear, right? Like these are only semi-translucent. Ah, there we go. Fire and water. Ooh, that feels like, oh, this is a life lesson for you, because I just wanted to say temperance and that's your card. Feels like this is somehow a life lesson for you. There's something that you want to expand on. But you're watched. Why are you watched? Are you watched because somebody wants this for themselves, or they feel like you're outgrowing them, or you're outgrowing a situation or a place? But this is watching. So you're not playing all your cards out in the open. So we're going to tarot. We're going to go into the tarot, Sagittarius, the Dragonfly. I want to pull information out about this Dragonfly. The Dragonfly for Sagittarius. Gosh, the Eight of Swords is at the bottom. I feel like whatever is watching you, whoever is watching you, you're aware of it, or you feel it, or you sense it. It could even just be like you could work somewhere. This is bringing a story into my head here where I worked somewhere like years ago. I was in my early 20s. And there was a supervisor there who was really popular. Why? Okay. Because I feel like this energy either wants to go with you or doesn't want you to leave. So the story was the supervisor was really, really popular. He didn't get the raise that he wanted from the managers or whatever there. So he decided that was it. He was going to quit and he was going to go work for another company. So he was my supervisor. A whole bunch of the technicians that worked under him decided that they were all going to go too. He was going to get them jobs at this new place. And I remember they were asking me, like, why don't you go? Because I worked really well with the supervisor. And I said, because it's not my journey. I'm going to go where he goes. Like, I feel like, but a whole bunch of them went. And a whole bunch of them only stayed there for like a couple of months. Some of them came back. Some of them went to other companies. Because that supervisor wasn't going to do what he was doing to help their careers. He was working on his career. So I feel like it's almost like that. It could be family. It could be a friendship group that feels like you're outgrowing them. And some of them want to know what you're going to do. Are you leaving? Are you joining the new club? Or are you not coming to family dinner anymore on Sundays? And if that's the case, I don't know. Do some of them want to follow you? I just feel like you can't shake this. It feels like that. You can't shake it. Like, and it's almost, so you don't want to make a move because I don't know if you don't want this energy knowing what you're doing. You don't want this energy following you. You can't shake it. So you're not moving because it doesn't feel safe. It feels like there might be, okay, so that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, doing something for the wrong reasons. So if you want to leave a company, you don't leave a company because, oh, that supervisor's the best, I'm always going to follow him. That's a stupid reason to leave anywhere. So you have to make your own path, right? And Sagittarius, I feel like you are definitely that kind of energy. So like, this is the wrong reason. Whatever this is watching you kind of feels like it might be the wrong reason. What is the right reason? Like, yeah, if this is the same journey that you have, then absolutely come up. But I don't know. There's something weird about this. It's a little clingy. I haven't even clarified it yet. That's what I have over here. So for the Dragonfly, you have the Son of Pentacles. I think this is interesting because I look at this card as trying to find a new territory. It's a young buck. You know, most of the territory has already been taken by larger, more mature bucks, but trying to find a spot in there, trying to get a good spot. And look, you really want a good spot because you got the Empress coming in after. And then the Three of Cups. This feels like meeting a new group, meeting new people. But then you have the Five of Swords. Something's been cut out here. Maybe it even feels like your opportunity to leap has been, like, perhaps cut out. Oh, that's interesting too. I feel like some of you, because you're holding your cards close to your chest, that I'm hearing the message, like you're waiting for an opportunity where you can lose this watchfulness. And that could come in as like if you have 2 or 3 weeks of vacation, so you can go away and you can kind of do what you're going to do. And if it's people that you work for or someone that you work with that wants to follow you somewhere, then you can kind of do that. And, you know, they're not going to see what you're doing. Or if it's family, if you know there's a period of time coming up where you're having like no family functions for a while. I've pretty much, I don't know, anywhere where I am, nobody's got any family functions. So maybe this is the time where, you know, you're not going to go somewhere and Uncle George and Cousin Ralph say, oh, what are you doing? Yeah, how are you still doing that? Yeah, and what are you doing? Like, you need some sort of space here, it feels like. You need some sort of space, and you're finding it real hard to get. So, I want to know right away what this Five of Swords is. Because everything is great. It's like you're looking for a new territory. You're looking for something new for yourself. Perhaps it's an adventure, perhaps it's a new business that you want to do, or a new place you want to work. Perhaps it's even a partner with the Empress and feeling perhaps slightly at a disadvantage for some reason because it's only the Son of Pentacles. It's not the Father of Pentacles, like the full buck. But there's a wonderful opportunity here, and then it's cut out with the Five of Swords. So what's this Five of Swords crap? I don't want to know who the Cobra is. The Five of Swords? The Five of Swords. The Chariot. Movement was cut out. Why? Who's watching you? But I don't know. You haven't given up, and I like that. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. You haven't given up yet. I don't know fully how everybody's story is different. It literally is like there is, it's not an easy opportunity to find, whatever this is for you, with the Son of Pentacles, because most of the territory is taken. He's just got a little tiny rack. So we know that he's young, but he's kind of moving up in the world. So he's kind of moving up in the world, but most of the opportunities are taken. Maybe you got to kind of wait for someone to die or retire. But there's the Empress. There is like exactly what you want. Having an opportunity perhaps to go after it. And then it's cut out. But you haven't given up. Maybe it has something to do with this Cobra. Who is this Cobra? Who is this Cobra? It is! Somebody who's keeping you back. It's the King of Cups. Look! It's the Eight of Swords again. Who is this? Okay, the King of Cups is Scorpio energy. It's about like death, sex, taxes, other people's moolah. Somebody who has control over you perhaps somehow on something to do with death, sex, or taxes, or money. Yeah, and you can't move. So I learned that studying my tarot and my astrology. Look at that. See, I was able to put that in for you. Huh. Okay. And like, let's see your little, I don't know, should I say, what is your little plan? What if the cross watcher's in? Ah, screw them. If it's meant for you, you'll get it, and they won't. The fish. Just tell us about the fish. Oh, look at this. You're getting grumpy. You're getting grumpy. Do you see how this, look at, that's how that landed. The King of Swords on top of the Eight of Swords. The energy that was coming in the first time I did the reading is coming in now. The Seven of Wands. You want to be real clear. You are clear. You are clear about what you want, and you're ready to defend it. No one's going to take this from you. Not even this person who's responsible for death, sex, and taxes. Tell us more about the King of Cups. Tell us more about the King of Cups. That's an awful lot of shit. The Hermit in reverse. The Lovers, the Ace of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. You know, it's feeling more and more like it could be a fatherly figure. It could be a fatherly figure. Or it could be a boss. Maybe you have an opportunity here. Oh, that would make a lot of sense. You have some sort of an opportunity, and your boss is, I don't want to say all up in your business about it, but somebody is. Somebody who I feel like has a bigger advantage than you right now in life, whether that's kind of financial security, a position they may hold in the community or at work or in the family. And this person sees you getting ready to go past where they are. That's kind of what that feels like. This person sees you getting ready to go past the point where they are. It's bothering them. The Empress. The Empress? A Tower moment, man. This is like wandering through the forest and everything is claimed by a large buck elk. And then coming across this beautiful land and there's nobody has claimed it. Smelling around, nobody's peed around the perimeter. Nobody's been in here. There's no scat or droppings from other deer. And just because it's a young buck, and just say, and there's these beautiful does. Nobody found it. Like, what the heck? Something's come across for you. You've come across something here, Sagittarius, that I'm getting from this reading, that it really is a massive opportunity for you to grow and expand. And what part of your life, it could be coming in as work, it could be coming in as a very personal thing for you. You're playing your cards real close to your chest, it seems to me, because there's someone around you who perhaps has seen this opportunity that kind of almost is falling into your lap, but it's meant for you. It's something that you're going to really grow with, and it's going to grow with you, and you're going to grow beyond what this person has done. And so they're watching. And it's making you feel held back. I'm going to look at this Eight of Swords and then wrap it up. I think I'm going to wrap it up. Let me see. The Eight of Swords here. I mean, this is like, it's too dangerous to have a rebirth. The Eight of Swords. It has something to do with your work. It's a heavy burden. There is a heavy burden that you carry here. You carry the weight. You know, this could be too. Having like a boss that doesn't do shit. Really, like, have you ever had one of those? They really don't do much. But they're real good at taking the what's the word I'm looking for? The credit. Taking the credit for people who work under them. Like if you have a real good idea, they'll take that idea and implement it, but they won't let anybody know that it was your idea. There's no way they would let anyone know that it was your idea. Because I feel like you're carrying the weight of something here. Like you're carrying the most responsibility here, and it ties you back big time. The Dragonfly, the Nine of Swords. Oh yeah, that came out real strong in that first reading. It was just out of control energy. The Young Buck, the Son of Pentacles. I'm going to do the Son of Pentacles. The Page of Cups. Oh, the Two of Cups. See? Oh, yeah. It's like the young buck found exactly what the young buck wanted. Oh, yeah. It's for you. It's definitely, right? Like, for something to be that good, to be found in the woods like that, it's definitely for you. What is the Three of Cups? Because the Three of Cups can be a reconciliation. It's not like it's an Ace of Cups or like it was a new beginning or something. It's a 3. So it can be reconciling something, getting together with friends. The Knight of Pentacles is exactly what you've been working towards. It's exactly what you've been working towards. It is. Shit, look at this. Oh, you are being now paranoid. The Empress, again, the Empress, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Sun. It's exactly what you've been working towards. And it was cut out here. Okay, I gotta ask. Where does this go? Where does this go for Sagittarius? Yeah, of course, they're not going to give me a direct freaking answer. I'm sorry, I tried. I get so excited about these. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Got a whole whack of cards. You got the High Priestess, the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. I'll tell you where it's going. It's going and needing to use your intuition to navigate yourself through a period of time where there's going to be things coming in, but it's not necessarily the things that you want exactly right now. Like, I feel like this is what you want right now, but there's other things that you have to deal with and manage and balance. And it's like sort of even balancing conflicts around you. It's not quite there yet. I got to tell you that. It's not quite there yet. But I think it's coming. Like, this is pretty good energy. But that over there, I don't know. Oh, see, the Three of Swords is at the bottom. And then it's all reversed. Real interesting reading, Sagittarius. Energy was very intriguing. But I do think you're about to one-up on some stuff here. Oh, that's an interesting message. I just heard this could even be like a former partner, like a spouse, or like a former love interest or romantic connection or best friend or something like that. And they are seeing you with the potential to for something very big here. But it's kind of been snatched out of your hands just when you kind of got it right where you wanted it, or right where you wanted to be. So I'm going to leave it at that. To the extended. And see what else I can pull out. Yeah, I'm going to have to ask some different stuff. Okay. Whew. Thank you, Sagittarius. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.